Bees can't fly over mirrors. I promise you this is real. 1963, an Austrian entomologist and a German behavioral scientist realized something weird. They'd trained honeybees to fly across a lake. When the lake was choppy, the bees flew across. But they realized when the lake was icy glass smooth, the bees flew lower and lower until they crashed into the water and probably drowned. But a recent study got rid of the drowning bit. They built a long, narrow corridor with mirrors they could unveil at the top and the bottom. And they trained the bees to fly through it for a sweet reward. Because bees use the speed of the ground scrolling by underneath them to tell them how high they are. Similar to how when you're up in an airplane, the ground moves by very slowly. When you're down in a car, even if you're going slower, the ground scrolls by really quickly. And because bees use the speed of that ground underneath them to tell them how high they are, if you replace that ground with mirrors, they suddenly can't tell what altitude they're at. They either drop slowly bit by bit until they bounce across the mirror, or they just full-on Wile E. Coyote it. And it's the same effect that was happening when the bees were crashing into the lake in 1963. So, if you're running away from a swarm of bees, find a puddle and stand still.